stress.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JLeesCorner. This is a review for Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 3. Okay, let's just get into it. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to also subscribe to my secondary channel called JLeesCorner Talk. We need these backup channels just in case y'all know what's been going on. So please make sure to subscribe to the secondary channel. The link is in the description box below this video. I will be posting new content daily over there. It'll be conversational, but still good. So please support your girl because you love me. Okay? Please and thank you. Also, y'all know to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. Also to inhale and to exhale, to stay calm, cool, and collected, or whatever. You can also like this video, comment in the comment section, and also hit the share button to share it on your social media. Okay, let's get into Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 3. So the first couple that we see up, I forgot I'm not on camera yet, boom, is Brett and Ryan. I don't know which is which. Brett is Brett, Ryan is Ryan. Is two men names, or two unisex names. Because a Brett can be a girl or a guy, and vice versa with Ryan. Okay, but again, they meet at the altar. Okay, now I want to say this. She had her boobs out. Okay, boobs and cleavage was for sure out. I feel like Ryan kept trying to not look at Brett's boobs. Hell, I kept trying to not look at her boobs because they were just in your face. Okay, and y'all know a lot about boobs because I had big boobs too. But I was like, girl, they was out on display. Now they do the whole little stranger vow. I promise to like you when I don't like you, and I'm gonna grow. All the stranger vows that we see every single time. They are now husband and wife. Okay, he did do a little good kiss. It was a real good kiss to me. Okay, it was cute or whatever. They had to kiss twice, and I think they were both okay with that because he kissed her too fast because she told him to kiss, and then what it was. But again, I mean, it was an awkward wedding, but not a bad wedding. Like I'm like, oh, they may get along. It may be really, really good. Okay, now he seemed very, very nervous or whatever. He was sweating too. I mean, that's kind of normal. I liked her dress. Okay, her dress was really, really pretty. Okay, really, really was. And they're a cute couple. Okay, they look like a cute couple. Okay, their little wedding photo was cute. Okay, little Brett, little Ryan or whatever, redhead or whatever. Fine, fine, fine. Now Ryan thinks she looks amazing. She's so nice so far. You know what I'm saying? He brought up how she's not what he asked for looks wise. Okay, but she's gorgeous nonetheless or whatever with some sass in her ass, and that's what he wanted. She said, I could picture life with him, you know, down in the future. I can picture myself with him. Okay. They have a whole reception and whatnot or whatever. They was dancing. Now, she, even though this is Houston, okay, in Texas, she does not know how to, I guess, line dance or two-step dance or whatever. And he was trying to show her, which I thought was cute, but she was so caught in her head. She felt like, I'm embarrassed, I'm nervous or whatever. I don't feel like I fit in with this country music and the cowboy boots and the yeehaw. That ain't her thing, which is fine. But I like that he wanted to teach her how to two-step dance or whatever, or teach her the dances they do there in Texas. And I was like, girl, calm down or whatever. But I was like, I mean, I guess so. Now she brings about one, she's not a country girl. I'm not a country girl. I'm like, so is this not gonna work? Because she's already nervous or whatever. But they sit down or whatever and they talk and they realize how she's a realist. Not meaning she's mean or rude, but she's very matter of factly or whatever, and he's overly positive, so they feel like, oh, we can balance each other out. Or or y'all could also drive each other crazy. We shall see what happens with that and whatnot. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna go either way. So we see them talking to each other's family and friends or whatever, and she asked his friends, "Am I his type? Like, am I just a type?" And it was like, no, based on who he dated before, you're not his type, but that isn't a bad thing or whatever. It's just like, it's just not his past or whatnot. But she brings up how he is not her type, even though they both said that they are attracted to each other. Neither of them is the other one's type, which is fine. I don't think you should come on the show and date your type. That's why you're single. So, but again, she brings up how, well, he ain't my type either and whatnot, because he's a country boy, okay, who likes cowboy boots and two-stepping to country music, and that ain't her. And they also brought up in the vows how he likes to relax at the ranch. She's like, what happens at the ranch? Like, do we kill animals? And they say, well, he does hunt. And she's like, oh, no, 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 no. So she does not like already that he hunts. Would I date a hunter? I mean, I like chicken and steak. So, I mean, if he gonna, kill to eat, I mean, I can't be a hypocrite. I mean, I eat food, so someone killed it. I'm gonna leave that being whatnot. Now, Brett brings up how she wants to do romantic stuff with him. So whatever happens, happens tonight. Because again, they're asking each person, like, do you want to have sex with your spouse tonight? Now, y'all know my reason with that. Look, if we are married, we are both clean, and we are husband and wife, I want to tap that. You should want to tap my ass too. So then I would want to engage that night to see what it hit for. Okay, and that's if we have an attraction, if we have chemistry, I would not mind banging my husband on our wedding night. But again, that's only if there's a mutual attraction to each other. Wait for what? We got married. Now there is no attraction. I think that is when you should wait. Hold up, because y'all don't really, it may not go or whatever. But if I like you and you like me, and if we in the bed together and things touch, things don't touch. But I'm gonna leave that be. So she wants him to find her attractive. Oh wait, she wants him to find her attractive once all her makeup is off, whatever, and she's out of that dress. Because as a bride, you're beautiful, you're made up, it's fancy, fancy, and so she's hoping like when all the makeup is washed off and I'm barefaced, he still likes me. He was like, "Wow, you're gorgeous!" Like she was gorgeous when she came back to the bed, because the receptions on all these weddings were boring. Okay, so I'm skipping right past all of that. So they had the reception, and now they're at the hotel room or whatever, going to bed. But again, um, she was happy that he found her attractive with no makeup on. And he said, I prefer you this way because you look great. Again, he really likes her. And I think she really likes him. But I feel like their disconnect is going to be with, oh, you like cowboy music. You're too negative. And I'm like, remember this, okay? The kiss. Okay, remember that and whatnot. Okay, now next up we see Jose and Rachel. Okay, Jose and Rachel. Jose and Rachel. And look, they both have an issue with their self-esteem. Okay, he worries because he's not that tall. He's not 6 feet. He feels as if he has a bigger nose, so he feels as if he looks different, and people, not all people will find him attractive. And she has issues because again her ex cheated on her or whatever, so she has also issues with her, how she looks, how someone may look at her or whatever, and if she is what someone wants. So they both have self-esteem issues. And someone posted on Twitter, what did they post? It was something like, Rachel saying, how, oh, he looks, I don't care about looks or whatever, as long as the guy has good personality. And they said they matched her with someone who matches how she looks. And I was like, it's true. And not in a bad way, because I do think they're both, handsome and pretty. But I also feel like, I mean, I'll leave that be. Anyway, so Jose keeps bringing up how, I have everything I could want except the wife. I paid off this. I'm like, stop talking about what you've done financially. Okay, leave that be, whatever. But he brings up how I hope she liked me because it's a chance I may not be her type again because of how he looks or whatever. Now Rachel brings up how I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with someone after my heartbreak from my ex 6 months ago. Okay, I am ready for love forever and ever. And she also brings up, I don't even care about a guy's looks. Okay, as long as he has a great personality, so we can have a great conversation. And I was like, you can want someone who's attractive too. You doing not only it's it's weird that people feel like if you're pretty, you can't be, a good person. I'm like, not all pretty people are assholes. I mean, don't do that. Anyway, so at the wedding, you know what I'm saying? They see each other. She come out of her beautiful little dress. Okay, and they both sing please. But I do know he kept telling her how gorgeous she was. She never told him he looked handsome. So I do feel like from the get-go, he like, well, do she like me? I don't think she likes me. I don't think she likes me. I don't know. I do think she likes him or whatever. But again, you're strangers. You're strange, okay? So they do their little stranger vows or whatever. And they also do a lasso ritual where they tie a lasso around the other one, and that means you are bound to each other. I'm like, okay, so guess what? They're married. They're married. Now they do a simple kiss on the lips, okay? And now they are husband and wife. And again, I feel like they like each other. Now he was very nervous taking photos because again, she said to him how, I love, someone, I don't care about looks. I just want a good personality. And I think that it was like he like, oh damn, she don't like me, she think I'm ugly. So the picture taking part, he was very, very nervous or whatever. And so I do feel like some of his pictures would not come out that well. Now, they both are happy with the spouse that was picked for them. Okay, they both are happy about that. And they were getting along, talking and chit chat right after the wedding. They both love sports. To where she brought up how her dream. She brought up how she had tickets to whatever games or whatever by herself. He said, "Oh, I could have been taking you all this time. Why did you call me?" And then he said, "You know what? Maybe No, she then said, he said, I could have proposed to you on the jumbotron." So what? That's my fantasy. I always wanted that. He said, "Okay, for our anniversary, I can do that." So again, they were meshing from the beginning or whatever. So again, they both love sports. They both speak Spanish. They both work out regularly or whatever, and they were getting along, vibing and cooling. So again, it was a cool vibe, in my opinion. But I'm gonna leave that be too. But she then went into how she's not into looks or whatever, and he was like, well, am I ugly? Did she not like me? What's going on here? So now he feels as if she's not attracted to him. I'm like, I don't think that's it, but I do think that's a weird thing to say to someone that I did not want anyone attractive. So they picked the perfect person for me because you're not attractive and you have a great. I was like, that was an insult, and I don't think not an on purpose insult. But I'm looking like that's not nice. I like the fuck. I'm ugly. So he's like, okay. Anyway, so at the reception, she does bring up how handsome he is or whatever, and how much she likes him and whatnot. Okay, so again, there's a connection there between them two. There really, really is. But because they both have this weird, will they like me, won't they like me, whatever, and this mechanism in their brain that makes them question what's going on, I think that will be their downfall. If one of them is doubting how the other one feels because someone isn't saying something, about it or whatever. And so they were dancing at the reception or whatever, having a good time. But we do see they're talking or whatever, and he was going to how he was on dating websites and how before he had this checklist like check, 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 and he would meet women on this app or on whatever apps, and they may be pretty, however they didn't have anything in common with him, whatever. He then said because like I need someone who had things in common with me because I want what I want and I get what I want. I was like, sir, shut up. I think that's a part of him feeling like, okay, because she may not find me attractive, let me say something else to make it seem as if I get what I want. Okay, and if I want you, sir, just hush. Be quiet. Okay, leave that be. Shut it on up. Now we do see her talking to his parents or whatever, and his daddy's like, Jose is, he gonna be telling her whatever, take your time, take things slow, get to know each other. The stepmom then said, mm-mm, go for it. Okay, get some drinking system and go for it. I was like, that's weird, but I do feel like they probably could have sex. Okay, because again, there's this attraction there, so I feel like the couple's issues are going to come later, but they may bang first too. We don't know. Okay, now let's get on to the who. Oh no, Gil and the girl, is it Mirla? I think her name was Mirla. I don't know. So we know they got married last time or whatever. So again, they had a little saying we married picture now. I do not think they're going to work out simply because they already seem like opposites, to where neither of them will probably want to compromise. And I think her not wanting to compromise spending money and him not wanting to compromise maybe not being so frugal is going to be a big issue with them. I can see it. I can see it from here. Okay. Now, she asked him when they went and sat down at the dinner table, are you really a gentleman? Like, do you always like pull chairs out? He was like, well, yes, but I'm a gentleman, yes. But like, you like open doors? He's like, car doors? Like, I open all doors. He's like, I'm a gentleman. And I was like, what if he would have said, no, I'm just doing it today. I'm not really a gentleman. I was like, could he have said no and not got cussed out? I'm not sure. Anyway, they were chit-chatting, and she asked him what his last name is. He said what his last name was. And then they get on the conversation of changing your last name. Now, me, when I get married, I will take my husband's last name because I feel like I want to be a part of that family, and my maiden name was a whole other family. So I would not want to be a person who would get married and then want to keep my maiden name. But that's just me. So he said because he's more traditional, so he would appreciate it. Well, not appreciate, but he would want her to take his last name. And then she brought up how because her dad passed away, and so her last name is his last name, and so it's very sentimental to her. So she has to think about if she wants to take his last name. And I'm like, that's her decision, but we know people have broken up based on that simple thing of the wife not wanting to take on the husband last name when that's a traditional thing. Now, usually, if you are dating someone, that's the conversation to be had beforehand. They strangers. They don't know each other, so this is foreign territory or whatever. Anyway, so this was the only one couple who did not kiss on the lips at the wedding. So at the reception, you hear clink, 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 clink. At weddings, you clink, clink in your glass, so the couple would then kiss. I feel like that is very wrong to do in this situation because again, they don't know each other. So to keep wanting them to kiss is aggravating to me. I would not want anyone doing that unless you see we vibing. If you see we kiss at the wedding, if we kiss at in taking the photos or whatever, and if you seen us kiss already, then okay, yeah, maybe. But if you see that one other person is not wanting to kiss, don't clank, clank, clank. Don't do that because he like because he like I'll kiss her. And she's like, well, no, you can kiss my cheeks. So again, she ain't for it or whatever. I think it's an act, though. I think she want to bang that man. Because that man looks good. He got big nipples. Because he took his shirt off. But again, who would not want to bang Gil? Okay? And I feel like once you have married someone, you want to, like, I'm not going to kiss him. Bitch, he's your husband. You've already went the furthest you can go. You married him. So it's looking like a kiss should mean nothing. Then you got to bang him. You got to bang him. But, I mean, kissing ain't no big issue. But I'm going to leave that be too. Now, we do see them talking to each other's peoples or whatever. And then we'll talk with her people to ask him, well, is there anything so far that worries you about, your union or whatever? He's like, we got, how she shops a lot and, buys, this designer stuff because I don't, do that on a regular basis or whatever because he's saying I'm not fancy daily. I'm kind of frugal. And so they tell him how because of her job in the schooling system or whatever that she does not get to dress fancy. So outside of work is where she dresses fancy because again that's the only way she can kind of express herself outside of the school system or whatever. So we do see her talking to his people, and they bring up how well, do you like to spend a lot of money? Are you very, very, are you high maintenance? You know what I'm saying? Because, you may have to compromise with him because he's very frugal. So, because in their vows, the family brought up how she spends money, how she shops, how even when she's doing charity work, she's doing charity work in fashionable shit. Okay, she's at the soup kitchen and Gucci and Prada. I'm like, and bitch, and Gucci and Prada, we're gonna do that. paraphrasing, but again, so he's aware that she spends money, does this and does that. And so his friends are telling her, you may have to compromise if that's a consistent thing that you do because he don't like that. And I do think it's a compromise to be had to where you maybe not spend the money off, but it's her money. It's hard because he can't dictate how she spends her money. But once you get married, the conversation turns into, will we have joint finances or will we continue to have things separately? It's tough, but I do not want either of them to feel as if they won't have to compromise. He gonna have to let go of some of their frugalness, but she gonna also have to, fine tune her spending a little bit because she not has a husband anyway. But she told his people, I work hard, I travel, I like shopping. So why would any of that change just because I got married? And the friend said, are you high maintenance? She's like, I don't think so. I don't think she's high maintenance to where she wants him to pay for it. I think she's high maintenance in the point of she gonna spend what she wants to spend to look good. And as long as she doesn't require him to spend like that, it shouldn't be an issue. Like he shouldn't have an issue how she spends her money as long as whatever joint bill they have are being paid. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard. Now when her friend, no, when his friends asked him, girl, when his friends asked her, well, why didn't you kiss him at the wedding or even at the reception? Because we're strangers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but you met girl, but you married him. She brings up how they have to get to know each other, whatever, to see if anything will go any further. That means any more kissing, hugging, touching, banging, or whatever. And when was it her friends? Yeah, he told her friends they would have to build up a connection before going further sexually. Sexually. I thought it was cute. They left in a fire truck in the reception. That was really, really cute. Each couple left like in a different way. And because he's a firefighter, they had him leave in a fire truck. Now, I do not think they will have sex on the way. I don't think they'll have sex even on the honeymoon. Because she wore flannel pajamas to bed. I'm like, flannel pajamas? Flannel? What is that, velvet? I was like, girl, bye. And Gil, little thick ass. I was like, girl, I want to be like Gil, hit that. Anyway, next we have Johnny and Bao, who are also at the reception. Cute little, little photo of them together as husband and wife and whatnot. Okay. Now she brings up how they were talking about how they both show love and those things and whatever. And look, it is 5:21 in the morning. So if my voice sounds dumb and I'm leaving pictures up longer, because I'm tired. Anyway, but they're talking about how the other one shows, love or affection. She brought up how she shows that how she said how she shows how she cares by gifts and acts of service. That's her form of, saying, this is how much I care. And then he still, okay, that's fine. But for me, I'm an affectionate person. So I like touches, like little touches here, little touches there, whatever. I like even being physically close to people because that shows me that they care for me and they love me. Um, I'm also very affectionate, so I get that. Like I'm like, get up under me. So I don't like people who aren't affectionate, and that does not even mean like be all over me, but like when we sit around or whatever, like we touch each other, and if we go somewhere, like your hand should be on my thigh, not even freaky deep, like it, you just lay your head on my pillows. Anyway, so she thanks him for telling her that's how he operates because she operates the opposite. So she knows there's something that she will have to work on because it's like I don't. She's not a touchy feely person. And even though she's aware that's not what she likes, she still feels like they're a good match. I'm like, but is it because you like them? Because you can't be a non-touchy person, excuse me, married to someone who likes being touched and you not realize you're going to have to touch them often. Okay, this little she gonna Bow's gonna have to bend on that, okay? Because there's nothing worse than not feeling wanted by your mates, okay? Anyway, so we do see him talking to her brothers, and he asked them about, her being affectionate, and if they even hug her as a sibling or whatever. They was like, no, like she's not affectionate. Like, we do not hug her. Like, no, that's not what we do. And Johnny brings up how, like, for him, like, he leaves his family. He's like, okay, bye. He, like, touch his shoulders. So it's like, it's weird that she does not even hug her family. So if she don't hug her family, she's not gonna hug you. Okay, it's gonna be very hard to go. So we do see them sitting around chit chatting a little bit more, and they talk about money or whatever, and how he like to save money. And she's like, well, I can kind of budget. Um, but he like, what was the last thing that you splurged? I was like, oh, well, these Jimmy Choo shoes. He's like, oh my God. She's like, well, I got them on consignment. So, somebody else wore them first, whatever. And so I got them like for cheaper, whatever. So he's like, oh, that's great. He liked the fact that she wanted to spend money, found a way to spend a little bit of money and also save too. So he liked how the way she splurged. So it was cute, cute, cute. We also found out she had a crush on him in college. But we all knew that. We all knew that for a fact because, again, that Johnny, oh my God, Johnny, it was cute. So, um, he brings up how he does not think they're going to have sex tonight. And I'm like, I don't think it either. I think it may be a while before y'all do that, okay? But it was cute seeing them at the hotel room and him helping her take her dress off, which took forever. Them buttons took forever. Watching him help her take her pins out of her hair, it was really cute because to me, that was him still feeling as if she's allowing him to touch her in these little ways, taking her dress off, her hair. It was cute. It was, a little bit intimate or whatever. And so when they got in bed, he brought up how he sleeps with a body pillow. I felt like that was him saying, like, you cannot replace my body pillow. No, Bao got the pillow. Oh, a body pillow? Okay, this can be the barrier. I'm looking like, and she then put the two pillows. And so I said, Lord Jesus, Bao. I was just like, so he said he hopes one day she will want to replace his body pillow. I was like, Johnny, that might take a minute, okay? And then we have our fan favorite, okay, Zach and Michaela. Honey, the preview for the season shows either Michaela is batshit crazy or Zach is driving her insane. And I'm like, how is that gonna happen? Like, I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Anyway, at the reception, okay, with our fan favorite so far, because I hope the party scene was like not them. I just don't want them to break up. No. At the reception, they were sitting around just shit and chatting or whatever, amongst each other, and it was cute because her sisters were watching them talk. And they're like, look how invested she is in listening to him talk and whatnot. And so they just talk about, past dating history, whatever, failed relationships, how he wasn't confident when he was younger and how he was in like a predominantly white school. So he was kind of teased about being dark skinned or just being teased in general because of his darker skin around whoever. And, I love how he said, oh, your skin is beautiful. Okay, it is gorgeous. Okay, you won't. No, you you are a fine specimen of man, and I like how she was just stroking his ego because Zach is cute. We can't. But so was Michaela. Okay, they are a cute couple. But again, it was cute seeing them interact and conversate. It's not a real word. Have a conversation with each other and be invested in the conversation, which makes it hard to believe what the fuck has happened later on. They got him speeding off with her fussing or whatever, and then her like, get out, get out to the cameras. I'm looking like, what the is gonna happen later? Girl looks so good. Anyway, they were just sitting around each other, shitting and chatting, vibing or whatever. Now we do see her talking to his parents. Who like, it's scary seeing how brightly cohesive y'all are as a couple. Like, it's crazy seeing how like y'all light up. It's weird because again, you don't expect your person to meet someone and then have that vibe. Okay, I always call the Armani Woody vibe. I don't get Armani and Woody fully but I get something like it. Okay. Because they're very so smitten with each other. But seeing the preview made me feel like, okay, that's not winning around. It's just not. But I hope we can get something new and it could be Zach and Michaela, meaning they connect, they have some issues, but they get through it. Okay, let's hope the Zach and Michaela of it all is a whole new amazing bonding experience between two strangers who get married and stay married or whatever. Anyway, but again, his parents kept on just talking and talking and talking and give her all kind of random facts about him. And I'm like, is they saying too much? Is they scaring her off? I don't know. Because the mama brought up how, well, one of either mom or dad brought up how he's always either all the way in or not. Okay, and how he's a wonderful soul or whatever. I was like, please don't tell her too much and making her feel like this man ain't shit. So we do see he talked to her sisters, and I feel like he was nervous because they asked him, how can we trust you with her? And he was like, you'll know that because I can show you better than I can tell you. And when you see how we, go over these next couple months, you'll see, why you should trust me, and how she talked to you about me will let you see that you can trust me. I'm like, he nervous. He don't know what he's saying. He just throwing out words. He just throwing out words, whatever. So it wasn't a bad conversation or good either. It was just a conversation of them like, we're gonna be watching you. Because again, he's 27, and I like how he said he hopes that she's old enough for him. Because some folks feel like, okay, is he too young? I don't know. Am I? How does she feel? So again, that was cute. I do think they might have sex tonight. I do. I think they might bang. But again, if there is a connection and you're married and there's condoms over there, do it. Do it. Do it. Don't stop. Okay, anyway, so that was the whole episode. Do not forget to tune in tonight on my channel at 9 p.m., 9:15. Okay, for the ladies first panel. Okay, y'all can always just follow both my channels, the JLeesCorner Talk. The link to that is in the description box below. Follow me on here, okay? On here, okay? Follow me on social media. On Twitter, it's JLeesCorner. On IG, it's J_Lees_Corner. Subscribe, like the video, okay? That's what you should do. Other than that, I am all set. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Gotta go. Bye-bye.